Hey everybody, my name is Ed. It's going to be kind of a quick haul. These are comic books I got over the last, well, actually, I got today, but there are things that came out over the last couple of weeks. Just been super busy, haven't been able to make it to the comic book store, haven't had time to read all the comic books I have. I have a couple ideas for videos that I want to do that are a little bit more in depth, but like I said, I just haven't had the time to, you know, bear down and get them done. So, not 100% sure when I will have the time, but hopefully soon enough I'll be able to do some more in-depth videos. But I, I can, I just thought I'd knock something off like this really quickly. So I got Charlie's Angels #2. #3 is out already, but yeah, this is #2. This looks interesting on the back. Here's an ad for James Bond. I like that Joe Cassidy cover here. I don't know. It says by Jeff Parker and Bob Q. I'm not familiar with Bob Q. For the first time, definitive account of James Bond during World War II. Another interesting ad I saw was in here. Betty Boop. And then I thought, what did I see back here? Uh, Xena. And then Charmed. And it looks like Charmed is going to be told in manga style. First manga original graphic novel from Dynamite. So, It's not like I was a big fan of Charmed, and I was not even a super big fan of Xena. I've seen those shows and I kind of liked them for what they were, but it wasn't a must watch. It was like, I'll watch this because it just happens to be on. I just happen to be sitting at the behind the TV at that particular time. So, but I thought those things were interesting. Okay, Wildstorm #16. I think after this issue, they're going to take a couple months break, and or no, or is it after 18? That's what it is. It's after issue 18. The series is going to take a short hiatus for a couple of months, and then come back for the last act. Justice League #6. Okay. Um, Jim Lee cover with John Stewart. Looks interesting. Like, this is something I may or may not try to do a video on. This first Scott Snyder Justice League art. This is kind of interesting, but then it's kind of not interesting. This is an ad for the Batman Black Label comic that's going to be coming out pretty soon. Did Batman finally kill the Joker? And part of me is like, eh, like, how interesting is that really gonna be? It's like, I don't know. I don't know. It might be good. It might not be. I mean, Brian Azzarello is a good writer, so we'll see. New Challengers #4. This has been okay. It hasn't been great, but it's been okay. Um, you can't go wrong with the Qbert art here, so I'll probably give this the next couple of issues, and then I'll probably drop it after then. Let's see what else there is to look into. Plastic Man #3. Now, I have been enjoying this comic. I'm surprised more people aren't talking about it, but this has been lots of fun for me. Gail Simone and who's the artist? Uh, Andrea Milo. At least that's who it is here. And it's funny, it's silly. Most of the jokes work the way they're supposed to work, and yeah, I dig it. I've been having fun with this so far. Pearl, don't know too much about this other than it's one of Brian Michael Bendis's creator-owned comics. And I don't know. Michael Gatos is doing the art. So we'll take a shot at that. Oh, they're going to be bringing Scarlet to DC too. He did this under Marvel's Icon label. And the thing about that is, look, Bendis is the funny pages descendant of Sam Fuller, Martin Scorsese, and Quentin Tarantino. He just wishes he were. The first couple of issues were good. It was about this girl. Her boyfriend's murdered by some corrupt cops, and she tries to strike back. And it somehow leads to a social revolution. And yeah, like I said, the first two issues were good. The rest of it just kind of spun its wheels and kind of fell apart for me. It really didn't do anything. You've got this concept, and then he didn't do anything with it. It just kind of laid there for me. But okay. Hawkman number 3. I'm going to give it this issue, then I'll decide if I want to keep going. The first two issues were okay. It was a good setup. And again, it's once again, here we are trying to reinterpret Hawkman for a new audience. And the problem is, for whatever crazy reason, anytime somebody does a Hawkman series, they think they need to like completely reinvent the wheel with this character and tear down the old continuity and redo everything instead of just deciding on an origin, deciding on a premise. Okay, and we're gonna stick with that. You know what I mean? But so far it's been okay. But like I said, I want to give it this issue to make up my mind about how I feel about it so far. Catwoman number 2. I really enjoyed Catwoman number 1. I like the whole idea of her being in another city away from Batman. There's this whole idea where she's being framed by some crime family or whatever who has multiple uh, Catwoman imitators going out creating crimes and things like that. So this should be fun. I like this. Is this Jolie Jones art in here? So yeah, I'm gonna be looking forward to reading this. Aquaman 39, no 38. Finally, we're getting to the conclusion of this long Revolution in Atlantis story. My biggest, I enjoyed it. I thought it was well written. I thought it was well paced. I think for the most part it's been well drawn. My biggest problem with it was, ooh, here's a cool spread. I think the story was just kind of dragging out a little bit too long. I mean, I kind of felt like they could have probably ended this like maybe three or 4 issues prior, but okay. Fantastic Four number 1, the return of the Fantastic Four, because of course the Fantastic Four were going to come out, you know. Feels pretty thick. Yeah, this is like a double-sized issue. I didn't even pay attention to how much I paid for it. How much I paid for it? I paid $6 to it. Okay. It says bonus digital edition. Details inside. Maybe I'll check that out. The one negative thing about it, without reading the story, is like there's like what 20 variants for this comic or something like that. It's like, Marvel, this is why you're in trouble, you know. So I'm sure this issue is going to do really well. Like I said, it's number 1, and you've got the variant incentives, but 20 variants. Okay, all right. Gideon Falls number 6, one of the best comic books out right now. Magic Order #3. A lot better than I thought it was going to be. I expected a good art. You got Oliver Copiel, or however you say it. There's also Mark Millar. And, this may or may not be one of the stories he's trying to develop for Netflix. And the thing is, it's not like Mark Millar has bad ideas or anything like that. It's just that some of his comics just feel like they're there to be pitches for other things. They don't feel like, you know, complete stories in and of themselves. They feel like pilots for other things. I mean, some stories are really good. I really enjoy Jupiter's Circle. I really did like that. I didn't read Jupiter's Legacy, so I do have to go back and read that. But Reborn, I read that. Thought it was good, but it felt like a TV pilot. Same thing for Empress. Really good. Really like the art in that one by Stuart Immonen. Yeah. Awesome. Oh, and who did Reborn art? Greg put. I already said his name. Capullo. I can't think right now. But yeah, and he's got these other What else has he got coming out right now? He's got the Hit Girl stuff out right now. I don't know. I'm not reading it. Um, but yeah. But anyway, yeah. I actually have been enjoying the Magic Order. So Nido King, and I also got Sandman Universe, which is basically looks like it's an introduction to the new Sandman line of comics that are going to be coming out pretty soon. I'm not going to give them all, but I'll read a few of them. But I thought I'd go ahead and get this to kind of help me make some decisions, I guess, about some things. Let's see here. Did it say? Okay. So here are the comics that are going to be coming out. The Dreaming, Books of Magic, House of Whispers, and Lucifer. Oh, and here's an ad for some of the new Vertigo comics that are supposed to be coming out pretty soon. Some of these look interesting, some of these look meh. But okay. The only thing I wanted to get but didn't get was Maestro #7. The guy was like sold out, but I can get it probably next week or whatever. Okay, so that's it. Thank you very much for watching. You guys have a good day. I'm going to cook myself some dinner now.